Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so the last 24 hours has been about whether or not the bears can convert the daily midband, whether or not the bears can convert weekly pivot, and the answer to those questions, at least yesterday, was no. At the same time, you're not seeing the bulls convert the blue line here on the daily chart, which is the 9-day simple moving average. This is a line that they basically lived above for a couple of months, and now you're seeing it act as resistance. So there's two things happening here at once. You've got daily midband support, you've got 9-day simple moving average resistance, and you've got the weekly pivot in the middle trying to bounce things around. Now, understand, as long as we're above the green line, as long as the green line continues to act as support, and today that comes in at about 74 even, as long as that's the case, we remain in a buy dips market, bottom line. That's one of the very basic foundational things that we deal with regard to trading the mini. That above the daily midband is buy dips. A market that wants to live below the daily midband is sell rallies. That's served us well for a number of years. I'll be talking about that today, as well as a lot of other things at 4:15. We're doing a webinar today, a free webinar called Princeton Trader 101. The very basics of how we view the markets. It's a nice refresher for our longtime members, and it's a good way for new folks to kind of get an introduction to what we're about. So I hope you can come and hang out with us at 4:15. The registration thing is on the thing for this video at YouTube. It'll be up on Instagram and Twitter over the course of the day. All right, so hourly chart. All night it's been a weekly pivot battle, okay? Yesterday you saw this steady move down into the open. They found the dip at about 9:35 in the morning. They bought it. They created some higher lows on shorter term time frames, and they ground it up the rest of the day. Now, at the same time, they could not close above the 9-day simple. They haven't been able to get back above the 9-day simple. In the overnight, it's right around here, right around 82.25, where things have stalled. So the bulls have a couple things that they need to do today. They need to finish off the weekly pivot in their favor. They need to get back above the 9-day simple moving average, and they need to take out the highs from yesterday at 85.5. If they do those things, if we close up here, then as we get into the later part of the week, what we typically view as more directional pricing, we'll talk about that today as well, will favor the bulls. So today is a big day for the bears. The bears need to keep 82.25 as resistance. They need to win this battle for the weekly pivot. They need to convert it to resistance and go down and get back below the daily midband at 74, challenge yesterday's low at 70.25, and try to close below it. It's only 9 handles from here. Both sides have a lot cut out for them, but based upon where we are in the chart, neither is, it's not unachievable. It's not like me telling you guys last Thursday, well, the bulls have got to do this or do that, and then telling you, on Friday, if they don't get back, 63, we're not in that situation yet. One of these sides is going to find themselves in that situation by Thursday, depending on what happens today. But for now, watch weekly pivot, 82.25 above, then yesterday's high. On the downside, weekly pivot, 74, 70 quarter. Okay? All right, everybody have a fantastic day. I will see everybody at 4:15 at the webinar. It should be really a lot of good value content there for people. If you trade anything at all, you're going to get some good stuff. All right, everybody have a good one. I'll be back for a midday update. Trade them well. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.